All right, everybody. My name is Crypto Corey, and I want to thank you for joining me today. Nothing I say is financial advice, and if you could take a moment and click the like and subscribe button. You can also find me on Twitter. I am _crypto_Corey, Crypto Corey. I want to thank you for joining me, and without further ado, let's drop me right in. All right, we're also going to turn down the music just a little bit, because you know we can't be doing everything all crazy. All right, so if you love VEVE, this is a good channel for you. I haven't posted in a little while, but I wanted to show you some interesting things. So one thing we got right here, I want to show you this guy's vault. Look at this guy's vault. I mean, no joke. This is a serious Disney vault right here. We'll go and replay it. As you can see, he literally has 2 of every single of these golden moments NFTs, and as you look, he's got the skateboards surrounding it from the decon drop, and you see these lights right here. Those are from another NFT. So he's just made himself an awesome looking NFT, and right here, as you can see in this little section right here, as he gets closer, he not only has 1 Walt, but he has 2 Walt Disneys. Now the thought is, I'm assuming this guy probably just purchased all these. He obviously didn't get these in the drops. I know bots are a big thing and everyone's concerned about bots, and I am too. I'm actually not happy with all the botting and stuff that's been going on. And actually, if you just go through and just look a little bit, you'll end up seeing that people talk a lot about the bots. Here, this is a funny meme right here. This is with Rambo shooting the 50 cal, and you know what he's shooting? He's shooting the... Nope, you didn't get it, sorry. You missed your drop. So if you are new to VEVE and you're noticing all these drops are nearly impossible to get, don't fret, don't worry. This is a good thing for the space. It just shows that the demand is high right now. But what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you a few things. I'm actually going to give you numbers. I'm going to tell you how much money I have made off of VEVE since I started. So before we actually show you the actual numbers, the real numbers, I'm actually going to show you my NFT collection as well. I'm going to jump right in real quick to today's drop, or sorry, not today's drop, but tomorrow's drop. So you can go in right now, the Twitter page, this will be the VEVE Collectibles Twitter page, and if you click on one of their newest, see they've got it showing up. Actually, I've already got it pulled up here. Here we go. So we've already got this here. It'll be the first time in a comic book we will be seeing the Green Goblin. So we've got Marvel Digital Comics Amazing Spider-Man number 14, and as you can see, we've got another series. I think this is another 30,000 drop. Oh wow, they have increased these drops. This is big. So it used to be that drops, if you see right here, total editions of all drops would be around 30,000. We've had a few drops less than 30,000. Now we are getting drops at 70,000, and they're still at list price of $6.99. My prediction, of course not financial advice, my prediction is that when you get these drops, if you get a common and you've got 70,000 editions, you are going to be able to buy and sell this drop for around the drop price. So if you just want the common, let's say you just like this old school common cover, you'll be able to get this cover for probably less than the drop price. So if you want the common comic, then I would probably just not participate in the drop and get it after the drop when the market goes live. But as you can see, I really love this ultra rare drop comic. Look at that, that's amazing looking. It's the Green Goblin. He's got a satchel, he's got 2 of his little bombs, the pumpkin jack-o'-lantern bombs, and it's a cool looking cover. That's my favorite cover. Obviously the most expensive cover is going to be the Secret Rare. I don't know if this one's actually going to be worth over $1,000 or not, considering they are going to have, where'd it go? 1,400 of the Secret Rare. So we will just have to find out. We don't know. It's hard to speculate because the space now, it's getting nuts. It's getting insane. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the Ecomi Price right now. And as you can see, we had our nice big bull run. So we had this bull run right here. It's going up. Another bull run. Boom. So we had our bull run cycle right here. Now I do anticipate that we will be seeing this bull cycle again, And I think this bull cycle is going to look something more like this right here. So my projections, as always, I had a projection of a $1 OMI token by the middle of November. And then, as you know, once we started getting close to the Disney drop, we had this, again, not financial advice, a buy the rumor, sell the news event, where the rumor of Disney and all these cool NFTs are on, and then when Disney finally had their drop somewhere around here, the price was already in its fall, and you see we're going back up. But so what this shows you is that the drops themselves do not fully dictate the price, nor do the events like Immutable X and Decon, nor are those events increasing the price on OMI. This is theory. My theory is that almost all coins that you invest in are manipulated by big whale wallets, and that is what's pumping and dumping prices. That's why we haven't seen Ecomi have its day. We will not see the biggest pumps, I'm assuming, until the bear market. I'm assuming video game NFTs and metaverse tokens, they are going to be the thing that actually increases in value. So what we can look at, we'll just zoom back out and we'll just get rid of this real quick. So I'm just going to show you a couple things with this token right now. If we just go into right here and we go in through here, this is a typical trend line that we're actually seeing. And then we can copy this right here and we can actually put this, and we've got, boom. So we've got our upward channel that we have. Now, this doesn't mean that you're going to see the price stay inside of this channel. The price could dip down below this channel and then pop back up. Actually, what you're more likely to see in the short term is you're more likely to see a little bit of action moving up like this. Probably get rejected once you hit that line of resistance. It'll hit back down right here, and then you'll see a pump up. You're either going to see that, or you're going to see a pump to the downside, and then the pump up. And that's in a bullish scenario. That's in a short-term bullish scenario. Now, we are not guaranteed anything in the short term, but I do think in the long term, you've got a winner. So what I want everyone to do is stop looking at the OMI price, assuming that if it's going down, it's a bad thing. Right now, adoption is happening. People are buying these NFTs, they're entering the space. We do not have a metaverse yet, so we will not see major gains until what I would call the metaverse NFT gaming season, which will probably happen sometime next year. Without further ado, you're here to know prices. How much, if I invest in OMI today and I were to play it out over, let's say, a few months, what will my investment look like over that time? So I'm actually going to give you numbers. I'm going to give you real numbers, my real numbers, and I'm going to give you real profit data. This is not to say that you're going to be able to repeat this, because there is a luck of the draw when it comes to getting drops. But here we go. Without further ado, we are going to jump right into, this is my actual VEVE app. I'm going to go ahead and expand me up a little bit. We're going to go into my collection. And first, we're going to go into my comics. So we're going to look at the comics. As you can see, I have every single comic ever produced. So as of right now, I got one of every comic. Now I don't have duplicates, and I have no duplicates if it is a rare versus a common. I think except for one. I think one I have two of them, and I got like an ultra rare, and I've got a common. So as you can see, I've got the uncommon Avengers comic, and one thing you can actually do is you can see this little lower right hand corner. Here, I'll actually, so right here. This little lower right-hand corner, there's that eye, the italicized eye logo. If you click on that, it actually gives you the information on your NFT itself. So as you can see down here, the drop price was $6.99 gems, and that's what I purchased. I got this for the drop price, and here the floor price, what it currently can sell for, is 245 gem. Not all are like that. Actually, I think I can show you this right here. I got this drop just the other day. Actually, I missed this drop. I was just so wrapped up, I forgot to get this drop. And as you can see, the floor price is $9.99 and I purchased it for $7.50. Now, looking at my comic books themselves, I have every comic there is, and I'm currently in profit in almost all of them. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 comics. I'm currently not in profit at this moment. Any one that I got a drop in the profit. Just to let you know, if you get a drop comic, you've made profit. Just period. It doesn't matter. Just hold it. It doesn't matter if it goes down below the drop price. It'll go back up. You will make profit. So if you make drops, you have made money. So let's just go ahead and get back out. Let's just keep on looking. Most of them are all commons. As you can see, I've got the House of X #1. That is a rare. And I've got the Incredible Hulk Future Imperfect. So right there, as you can see, there is the rare House of X, and there is my Incredible Hulk Future Imperfect Ultra Rare. And coming up here in 1 second, we have the Marvels #1. The Marvels #1 is a rare. So most of my comics that I have, they're either going to be commons or rares. That's what I mostly have. I have very few uncommons. I have very few ultra rares. I have zero secret rares. I've been unlucky on all secret rare drops. It's a tragic thing. It really is. But let's go into why most people here is the actual collectibles themselves. So I'm going to show you one of my NFTs that I have made the worst money on, made no money on. So as you can see, coming up right here is the uncommon Thor Frog Throg. And when I go to actually click on him, and I scroll down to what I purchased him for, I missed this drop when it happened. I was actually playing golf during this drop, and it cost me 87.30 gem. And right now, it is worth a grand total of 57 gem. That is a pretty decent loss. I've lost a good bit of money on that. So what I want to show you with this is, yeah, that lost me money. And I'm going to show you one of these NFTs that I purchased, not on a drop, but I purchased after the fact, and I was in loss for a while. So this is one of my Cryptikins, and I purchased him for 41 gem. Now, after this purchase for 41 gem, we had a drop in price, dramatic drop in price for many of these NFTs. And he went down to about 23, 24, 28 gems. And then now that decon is over and the Disney drops are over, he has jumped back up to 54.90. So just to let you know, if you purchase at a high price, if you hodl, eventually, it's not a guarantee, again, not financial advice, but eventually you will reach your floor price and gain some money. So you will eventually make money on most of these NFTs. Now, we have not reached our winter yet. When we do reach the crypto winter, the NFT winter, I don't know when it's gonna happen. It could be next year, it could be 2 years from now. But when that happens, most NFTs are gonna drop down to the original price or lower, and then we're gonna see our .com bubble crash. They will recover, and when they recover, they will recover bigger and better than ever before. But with about 50 to 75 to up to 80% of them not being worth much, but a few of them being worth a lot. And I can't speculate on what will be and what won't be worth a lot. As you can see here, we've got Cat Trooper in color next to Wally. So my assumption is Wally's gonna do better than Cat Trooper. So the Wally would be a hodl, and the Cat Trooper I might sell in the near future within the next year to 2 years. We'll find out once the VEVE-verse goes live. We just don't know until then. Most of the things that I have NFT-wise are Marvel Mighties. And then what I decided to do is I decided before all the Disney drops happened, I went through and spent about $400. And I bought all of the floor NFTs to build up my points for the Master Collector program. While sets make you the most points, for someone like me who's not just a super wealthy individual, I went through and bought every single NFT under $25 at the time. I bought some at $8, some at $12, some right there around that mark. Actually, I bought a couple for about 40, 50 bucks just because I liked them. The Human Torch was one. So my recommendation for you for the future, if you want to get more drops and beat the bots and get into your master collector program, start collecting. Throw a ton of money into the program. Wait for a big drop day. People be trying to sell things for cheap, and when they try to sell things for cheap, you can capitalize on that and buy really cheap NFTs, and then you've got your points needed for your master collector program. And then in the future, you can finish out your sets. So I do want to finish some of these sets out. And here, I'm going to show you one thing. This is my current Pride and Joy. He's not necessarily the most expensive, but he's the one I like the most currently. It's my C3PO. I did get on the drop, not with a bot, with my thumb, just super fast doing it. And I've got a Galaxy, you can see right here. This is a Galaxy S21 Ultra. I am actually about to get the iPad Pro, so that's what I've heard is the best device to have for the VEVE drops. As you can see here, for 60 gem, I was able to get the drop, and right now it is currently worth about 780 gem. Earlier this morning it was worth about 840. It'll go up and down, and he might go down to about 600 and probably about 500, and then he'll go up to about 1,000 after that. I'm assuming he's gonna be worth over $1,000. So that's it. I mean, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's all of my NFTs. So as of today, I have a grand total of 64 NFTs. And what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna pull me up on the screen and I'm gonna tell you how much I've actually made on this. So if you want to know if you should invest your money in VEVE and not just buy 1 or 2 collectibles that you like, but to actually go into the space and invest as much money as possible, I'm going to tell you right now how much I've invested in the space, how much money I've made into the space, and then we're going to go back and look at comparable investments to see if this is worth your time and effort. So as of right now, we have $1,749.99 invested into the VEVE app buying gems. So that is $1,700. Now I started this app on August 5th. So August 5th of this year, I made my first purchase. It was actually the DeLorean. I bought the ultra rare DeLorean, and I sold it later on for a profit and turned around and bought a bunch of Marvel Mighties with it. But on this $1,700 investment, currently, I just did a full breakdown of, I mean, literally, if you look all right here, I have a breakdown of every single thing at its floor price currently. So currently at its floor price, if I were to sell every single one of my VEVE NFTs and cash them out for gem to USD, this is not including fees, I would have a portfolio that is valued right now at $5,528. So that's a jump from a $1,750 investment to over a $5,500 investment. That is an increase. That is an increase of 315% since the beginning of August. Insane. That is an insane profit. So if you are wondering if you can make money in the VEVE app, you absolutely can. Not financial advice. It is not easy to get the drops. It's not easy to trade and buy and sell. You have to hone in your emotions and try to make emotionless decisions. Not an easy feat. So real quick, we're gonna just dive me back in. We're gonna take a look at one more thing. I'm gonna give you one alternative investment that has actually made me more money than the VEVE app itself. So it is the Crypto.com CRO Token. So this is, I'm gonna give you an understanding. So this, I've made similar profits in both of these, a little bit more in Crypto.com and a little less in VEVE, but I'm gonna give you a comparison of what you need to think about when you wanna invest in a space like VEVE, buying and selling NFTs versus just buying native tokens on an exchange and holding them and selling them for money. So I had made a 315% increase on my investment for OMI, but this required me to be attentive every few days to every day to every few minutes on Decon. I was literally every 30 minutes I'm in the app. It was tiring. I was so exhausted. But on a 315% increase on the VEVE app, if you look at the OMI token, obviously the OMI token has not made that. Even if you bought somewhere down here on the 5th of August, you can see from here to here, that is not a 300% increase in price. So my investment into the VEVE app as opposed to invest into the OMI token, in my personal opinion, has been a better one. But if you can buy OMI, you can stake it. The future of OMI is looking pretty good. I'm not telling you not to buy OMI. Actually, I'm telling you potentially go buy OMI. Just not financial advice, go buy OMI. So if we look at the CRO token, I purchased right here. This is my trend line right here for where my purchase was, around 11 cents. And then right now you can see we've had a huge, huge run up. My run up and profits right now on a $400 investment are north of $1,600 current moment. So I've made over 400% on the Crypto.com CRO token. Now, if you look at all of my investments on exchanges, this is my best performer. So this is my best performer in the token space, followed by Solana and a few others. So VEVE outperformed every other token with the exception of CRO. So I just want to show this as a comparison so you're not jumping into VEVE saying NFTs are better than crypto, or you're not sitting there in a situation like CRO and pointing the finger saying, hey, look, this CRO token is where you should put your money. Why would you buy NFTs? I bought both because it's just a good idea to diversify. My personal opinion, to diversify. So yeah, I made 400%, just a little bit more, not by much, on the CRO token. So, so what are you to take away from this? What are you as a new VEVE app user to take away from this, especially with all the bots and everything in the space? If you have money to throw into this app, go for it. If you are real tight on your money, my suggestion, as of right this moment, get really good at getting drops and try to win a few drops. The drops will yield you a higher percentage on your money than going into the market and actually buying later. Here, since I'm soapbox moment. So if you like a collectible, buy it. If there's something that is your market, just like if you were to buy Funko Pops or comic books, like you see I've got my Blacklight Hulk from Target exclusive. I just got him, I went to the store and bought him. But that's kind of my thing. When it comes to collectibles, do not just buy every collectible or any collectible, or look at the collectibles like, this could make money, this is not making money. Do not invest in a VEVE in that way. When you don't have a ton of money. When you have a ton of money, just go buy a ton of stuff based upon the price, the percentage of increase, and your investment will probably do well. When you don't have a ton of money, you need to be smart about your investment. You need to do your due diligence. You need to see which NFTs are going to go up, which NFTs are not. And then you need to probably invest in NFTs that you personally enjoy having. When the VEVEverse gets here, ultimately, you're going to want to participate in the VEVEverse, not so much collect in order to make money. If you're in here just as a collector to make money, then power to you. I'm here to make money also, but I do want to see what this metaverse thing is all about. So just do your due diligence. Don't put more money than you're willing to lose into an app. And time in the market is better than timing in the market. But when it comes to NFTs, timing is a great ally. I'm not going to ever argue timing is not a good ally. I'm not going to go through all the fancy ways of SpaceGate and OhmGate and all that, and how to get these drops and using dongle, Ethernet adapters and all that. Yeah, that's other channels to show you that. I just want to show you from an investment standpoint that the Ecomi token hasn't popped off yet, but the Ecomi VEVE NFTs, I have made my 300%. I have considered this an incredible investment. And the only thing that outperformed it was one of like 8 or 9 of my investments, and only one outperformed the VEVE app on buying and selling NFTs, and that was the Crypto.com CRO token. So I thank you for joining me. Again, my name is Crypto Corey, and nothing I say is financial advice, and I will see you on the next one. Have a good day.